And all right. So thanks for joining us, and welcome to our May team meeting for our Naughty Vixens and for our out of state. We are all over from Jersey, Florida. I think George is on here, Cali. Am I missing North Carolina? We have a good amount of people on here from all over, so welcome. So we're going to talk some upcoming events. So if you have missed any of these things, you don't want to miss any of our events that we have. These are just some of the things that took place this year so far. So we have our World Conference that we just got back from in March, which was beyond epic. And this is just some of the features. And then our first team social, which was in March, and we did a paint night. So we are I'm going to stop my sharing and see if Yvette can share. Uh-oh. I don't know what the heck that is. Okay, whoever just called in, gotta put your phone on mute. All right. So Yvette, can you go ahead and share your screen?
I'm here. How do I do that?
Okay, look down.
Oh, share screen.
Share screen, yep.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. This thing won't, why isn't it opening it up? Oh, okay.
You have to double click on it.
Okay, and
all right. Yeah, we can see it.
Yay! Okay, so Naughty Vixens, this is what we have on tap. I tried to cover from coast to coast as much as I possibly could. If I missed anything, please let me know, and I will make sure for next time that I clean that up. Okay, so May 12th is going to be the team social in Baltimore, and we are doing dance hall lessons. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And then June 13th, we'll have our next team webinar meeting. We are not going to have any in July or August due to vacations and corporate trainings and board trips. And then in September, we will have a team meeting with Vicky Feeney, who is a national director, and she is going to talk about having consistent $1,000 parties. Can we say exciting, y'all? I don't know about you, but I'm excited about that. And then we also have some national trainings that are going to be coming up. Live, Love, Win is actually tonight at 9 o'clock and also on May 23rd, so mark your calendars. We also have Own the Spotlight Bus Tour. Woo! And I did the ones for California, Portland, Oregon, Atlanta, because I wasn't sure if some of the southern East Coast people could go there. And then there's Rutherford, New Jersey, and Philly. There weren't any actually in Maryland. And then there's the Cincinnati National Training in August. Who's already signed up? Come on. Am I the only one? Nobody? Oh, okay, everybody's on mute. Sorry. And just so you know, I know most of us always have questions about some of the technology that we have available. So we have Tech Talk, which is usually the first and third Wednesdays at 12 noon. And then All About the Party is the second and fourth Wednesdays around noon. And they usually send out emails for that. So that's our training that's coming up that I was able to find so far. I'll make additions as we go along. That's it. That's all I got. Yay! You have to take yourself off mute, Nakia. I hear your lips moving, or I see your lips moving.
Boom. Okay, let me. All righty. So going back to Live, Love, Win. Also for the ladies that are in the Baltimore area that do want to participate in the dance hall class, please contact me ASAP, because this is next week that we're doing this, next Thursday. So if you are interested, there is a cost. I just need to know how many people are coming, because this is through my dance school. And I want to say the cost is $15 for the class. So fun time for us to get together, get a workout on, and learn some new dance moves. Okay, so Live, Love, Win, which is tonight at 9. We're going to try and end a tad bit early if we can, just to catch some of it, because there are going to be some announcements tonight. I just had a President's Club call with Chris today, and he made some announcements that's going to be super duper exciting, and he's going to be talking about it tonight. So first of all, we're going to have our Future Leaders classes that's going to be starting up again. These are ladies that has to have at least one team member under them, active team member. So if you do have one person under you, make sure to get her active, as well as you need to have at least a minimum for this year right now, 6,000 for the year. So if you have done that, you will get an invitation to be a part of it. And they are going to have a list of different places. Baltimore will be one of those places where they will be doing classes. It will not be the full spotlight tour. They are not coming to Baltimore this time around. So the closest would be Philly. The Philly area, over near King of Prussia area. So make sure you get to that. Also, there is going to be a special flyaway contest just for new consultants. So this is for advanced consultants, consultants through advanced consultants. So if you love to travel, I know they are going to be giving away 100 spots. So 80 of them will be for around the continental U.S., and I believe 20 of them are going to be international. So be on the lookout for that. Also, do know that Senior Board of Directors is going to be doing a think tank. Coming up in the next couple of weeks. They're going to be traveling to Cincinnati. So if you have any concerns, if you have any type of questions about products, about anything Pure Romance related, let me know. Send me a private message. I'll be sure to get it to who we need to get it to. And then also, do know that one of our, and I'll post it in our groups, in the new consultant group and in our regular Naughty Vixen group, one of our admins at corporate, you know, our consultant relation team is awesome. They work their butts off. They do what they, you know, need to do to make sure we are taken care of and happy and everything. So if you are a director or above in this group, we get on a special line called the VIP line, and we work with 4 different ladies who are on there that like pretty much takes care of us, puts out the red carpet for us and make sure we're really good. One of those ladies, Ashley, was just diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer. So she is fighting a good fight right now, and they started a GoFundMe account for anybody that wants to make donations to help cover her medical costs and anything else that she needs. So I'll post that in there if you want to donate, or if you want to make one solid donation and we can put it out there from the Naughty Vixens Dream Team, we can do that as well. Okay. Also do know that we do have our Diamond Divas contest. Remember, if you are on the Naughty Vixens Dream Team, you are a part of the Diamond Divas as well, who is my sponsor, Dana Barish. And when you have a $1,000 party in the month of April, you need to go onto her website, onto her team group, and post your party and the date and the amount of the party. She is going to check it, so make sure you put it in the COO. And then what she's going to do is draw one winner, and that person gets a chance to win this Tiffany's bracelet here. So make sure if you have not done so, put it in today. She usually does it towards the end of the week, so you still have a little bit of time to put it in today. Okay, so I want to talk to you about something I did for my meeting yesterday for the local girls of attending national training. There are so many of us who are new here, and national training, which is going to be in August, from August 4th through 6th, definitely something you should get to. If you did not get to world training, you want to get to national training. It's going to help in better your business, increase your sales, get you to meet so many different people around the world, because we have people from Australia and Canada and everybody who's going to be coming, New Zealand, Puerto Rico. And this is just a great way for you to get a ton of classes in and everything. So we have a board breaking. We have like a big rally. So you can see this is in the middle of the square, and we pretty much took over Cincinnati. So many different things you can do. So most people are like, I can't afford to go, so I want to be able to show you how you can go. All right, so here is a breakdown of how you're going to get there. So we'll start up at the top. Registration is $150, and you need that by June 30th, okay, of 2016. So June 30th. But I'm going to show you how you're going to pay for this by June 1st. So if you have not already registered for it, now's the time. You're going to register by June 1st. All you have to do is put aside $37.50 each day. That's it, $37.50 each day. When you divide that within a week, that's $5.35 a day. I know for a fact the majority of you spend that money on coffee or lunch or breakfast alone. Half of you are spending $10 when you're at work, $10 a day. So for the month of May, I challenge you to sacrifice your Starbucks or your Dunkin' Donuts or your breakfast or whatever, and just put aside $5 or $6 each day for the month of May, or do one extra party a week. Put away $37.50 from that, and by June 1st, you'll have the money to register, okay? So let's talk hotels. So the hotel that I picked was just the one that was the most expensive. And right now, Chris had mentioned he's going to make sure, hold on one second, I'm sorry. Turn that down and go upstairs now. Sorry, guys. I guess I was talking too loud for them to hear their tablets. So hotel, this is, I believe this is the Westin that I made it for. So it's $179 a night. For 2 nights, it's going to be about $358. After taxes, which is about 18% plus whatever percentage their taxes, state taxes, it comes roughly $422.44. Now, you are not going to pay that amount because you are going to room with 3 other people. Okay, 3 other women. This is a chance for you to either get with some other naughty vixens or meet some other ladies and say you're looking for a room. And when you break that down, that's just $105.61 per person when you're sharing a room with 4 people. So if you just break that down for 4 weeks, that's $26.40. So this month we're going to save up for registration, okay, and put away $37.50. Then in June, you're going to, and you should do this now, book your hotel. They don't ask for full payment. They just ask to hold a credit card. But if you get with somebody who already booked the room, they're just looking for roommates. Then for the month of June, you're going to put away $26.40. Boom, your room's now paid for, okay? Food. I am putting it high. No, it's not $150. No, you're not spending $75 for 2 days. I just make it high because you just never know where you want to eat. I know they have McCormick and Schmidt's there. They have a Brazilian restaurant there, and they can be pretty pricey. So if you want one pricey meal, that's the only reason why I put it at $150. Just to kind of cushion it. You can make it lower if you want to. There are tons of different places you can eat where it does not cost that much. And corporate is covering our lunch, so we should be good. But again, that's $37.50 a week, okay? Now let's talk travel. This is where it gets a little iffy. Because if you are flying, you want to look into your flights now. I looked from BWI. I went from BWI to Cincinnati, and round trip, it's around $350. So if you are able to get that, I mean, it might be cheaper. Southwest does not fly into Cincinnati, so you have to go with one of the other commercial airlines. But when you do that, it's $87.50 a week that you're putting away, okay? Now, if you decide to drive, I know I drive. Me and a few other ladies, we get together and we drive and head on out there. Gas is around round trip about $200. Okay, so $200 round trip. That's about $50 each week. Now, of course, you're dividing this up. The ladies that ride with me, because I'm providing the vehicle and I do the oil change and the maintenance on my truck, they don't have me pay for gas. They actually pay for gas themselves. They pay for all the gas to cover, and I usually pay for the parking. Again, this is valet parking, $28 per day at the Westin Hotel. I just picked the most expensive one just in case. So $28 per day parking. Valet. Now, if you want to self-park, I know last year I only paid $20 per day. So self-pay is $20, but I just put $28. That's still $56 for the 2 days, or $14 a week for 4 weeks, okay? So when you put it all together, your total savings is going to be flying $313.90 each week. You can break them up, though, because you still have some time to do it, or driving $290.40 roughly. Also, I wanted to also put in here, it's not not that it's not an option, it's optional. $500 to put aside for Pure Romance gear, new products that are going to be coming out. You know, they always put a bundle together for us, or Patty Brisman Foundation shopping. I say I just made it high and put $500. You might not want to do any shopping, but it's always good to have money there. And that's when we talk about your wine bottles, putting $10 to $20 aside from every party to save up from that, so you have shopping money. So that would be about $125 a week. Okay. And then, so, you know, also, it is kit sale time going on, so make sure you are getting your word out to everyone. We have a hot as kit sale right now, and it's only through the 8th or until the kits run out. So they can get started for $159. A deluxe kit is $415, or premium kit $895. But ladies, they will get for the month of May a 60% profit, 60% buying discount for the whole month of May. So get on the phone, get with your ladies. So what I am thinking, and want to see what everybody thinks, and you can comment. I'm going to post once we're done with the meeting to see who's in. Leanne Rose, if you don't know who she is, she's a senior director on the Diamond Divas team. She has been doing raffles for one person to win a free kit. And pretty much it's $20 for them to enter. And when they pay the $20, they get an entry to win. We need at least 10 people in order for them to participate, in order for it to work, because of course 10 times 20 is 200, and the kits are about $222. So you're coming out of your pocket about $22, but ooh, big deal, you have a new team member. For the other 9 that did not win, they will get a $20 gift card from you. And that can go towards whatever it is they want to get, but that way they're still getting something. Or if you want to give them a bottle of coochie for participating, they paid their $20, you can do that as well. But I wanted to know if, as a team, you wanted to get all of your leads together for them to have a chance to enter in to win this kit on their own. So it would be a group bundle, and whoever, pretty much it would be, if, so say Lisa's girl gets in and Lisa girl win. So she gets the kit, but it's our responsibility for whoever our people was invited, that we do compensate them, be it a $20 gift card or a bottle of coochie, or whatever is retail value at $20. And so if we're going to do this, we need to start advertising it tomorrow. So that's why I said I'm going to post today to see who wants to participate. We can invite them. I have a Future Naughty Vixens group. So if people are interested, I will post this picture so that you can see who wants to be a part of it. We'll add them to the group, and we will do the drawing on Friday. We want to do it sooner rather than later, because we don't know how, there's only going to be a few hundred kits available. So we want to make sure that they can get in and we can sign them up with the kit. So if you're interested, just let me know. All right, and then lastly, we are going to very quickly do the Naughty Vixens of the Month, the top in sales, do a little bit of recognition. So hang tight. I'm going to go through all of, go through all of the groups very quickly. Does anybody have any questions in regards to this at all? And you can unmute yourself. All of you can unmute yourselves. Any questions? Okay, so then let's get started. So number 10 and top 10, and I'm doing all 4 levels. So top 10 for the month of April with $1,215, Miss Vienna Rosner. So congrats to you. Number 9, $1,357, Yvette Lee. Number 8, $1,739, Dana Cook. Yay, Dana. This is our highest month so far, so kudos to her. Number 7, $1,980, Capri Walling. Number 6, just started up a month ago, $2,086. Kimberly Artist, or Kim Artist. So congrats to her, her highest month so far. Numbers, is that 5? With $2,120, Tanisha Lester. Number 4 with $2,326, Sonia West. Number 3 with $3,111, Michelle Jordan. Number 2, $4,717, my world traveler, Lisa Summers. And our number 1 with $5,133, our guest speaker for our June webinar, which is going to be June 13th, Miss Chris Sharp. And she's going to be telling us how she's getting these $2,000 parties with just 5-6 people in the room. So definitely want to be on board for that. All right, for our second level, number 10 with $219, Taylor Thomas. Number 9 with $252, Shalina Cunningham. Number 8 with $254, Rain Miller. Number 7, $415, April Allen. 6 with $529, Brenda Pena. 4, is that right? No, 5 with $603, Jamil Monroe. Number 4, $1,000, just started up, $1,002, Sarah Menschel. Congrats to you. Number 3, $1,272. I think she just started too, Brianna Hager. That was number 3, sorry. Number 2, $1,423, Marilyn Gardner. And number 1 with $1,803, Miss Chelsea Trainer. So great job to you guys. All right, for our third level, and we're going to start with number 4 with $127, Miss Natasha Walker. Number 3 with $338, Samantha Malcolm. Number 2, $631, Crystal Colster. And number 1, who's been kicking ass and taking names out in Oregon with $2,514, Kim Jennings. So congrats to you. And congrats to Kim as well. She signed a new person. So she is on the list, Ashley Sargent. So welcome to her as well. And oops. As far as new team members, we have Marilyn that signed 2 people, so congrats to her. Brenda, she signed 1 person, so congrats to her. Sonia West signed up 1 person, congrats to her. Chris signed up 2 more people, so congrats to her. So congrats to you ladies. We are growing. Oh, and Zaroma Slaughter out of Pennsylvania, out of Philly, she signed up a new person as well. So congrats and taking names. You guys are doing such a great job. So keep up the good work. All righty. All right. So I am going to pass it over. We're running a tad bit behind, but I'm still going to give her the floor. We have our guest speaker, Sheila Robinson, here, and hopefully we'll be able to hear her. Sheila is one of my dear clients, but she also works for Legal Sheild and got me on board with that as well because I found that last year I've had a couple of run-ins with people who didn't know how to pay their bills. Or their checks have bounced and they ran away, or stuff like that. And so I needed a way to be able to protect my business. So Sheila has been helping me with that. and she wanted an opportunity to talk to you guys about the importance of actually making sure your business is protected and how you can get legal help to help with collections, or if you want to be an LLC or anything like that, she'll be able to help you. So Sheila, hopefully you can hear me. Can you just speak to see if...
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm going to mute. It sounds like a lot of backfeed. Oh, wait a minute. Are you there, Sheila? Uh-oh. Sheila, are you there?
Can you guys hear me now?
Oh, yes, so much better. Oh, and nope, there's the backfeed again.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, yes.
Awesome.
All right.
It's a little echoey on my side, but I hope that it's coming through okay for you.
That's because she's on her computer and her phone at the same time.
Can you guys hear me now?
Oh, okay. That's a good
Can you hear me
point.
better?
Sheila,
Yes.
mute your computer.
Okay, that's muted.
Okay.
There you go.
Now we can hear you.
Is it perfect?
Yep. And you can share your screen too if you need to.
Okay, awesome. Let me go ahead and share the screen really quickly. First of all, I want to say hello to everyone. And Nakia, thank you so much for allowing me on your call to share this information with your downline. Can you guys see the Legal Shield slide there?
Yes.
Can everyone see it?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, we can see it. It's
Yes.
we're all muted, but we can see it.
Okay, so nod your heads if you can see it. Yes? Okay, awesome. So what we're going to be talking about today, first of all, let me just give Nakia kudos for being just such an awesome individual. I met her because I attended a party of someone who she actually hosted a party for, and I just fell in love with her personality, with the education that you guys do along with your product. It's just amazing. And I can say also that my partner and I definitely love the product. So we're customers for sure for life. And so what I wanted to do, I'll just go ahead and jump in because I know you guys are running a little bit behind in time and you have another engagement perhaps at 9 o'clock. So as Nakia said, you know, I wanted to talk to you about Legal Shield and the importance of having the membership, basically because you definitely want to treat your network marketing business like a business, because you can be assured that the IRS will definitely do that. I know that Nakia told me about some issues that she was having with debt collection issue, and that's certainly something that we can help you with. I know that you probably may run into customers who write bad checks. You can't collect your money on your product. And that's definitely one of the things that Legal Shield can help you with. You have a law firm at your disposal if you become a member, or I shouldn't say if you become a member, but when you become a member, you'll have a law firm at your disposal to handle any legal issue that you may come up with. Definitely, the law firm will have an attorney that specializes in every area of law. But let me just touch base on some of the things that would be important to you guys. Certainly setting up your business properly. Like I said, you want to do that properly because IRS is definitely going to look at you as a business entity. So if you decide that you want to set it up as an LLC, if you want to become incorporated, if you want to do an S Corp, those are all great questions and topics for an attorney, of which I am not. But now you have a law firm that you can call and get those questions answered for you. If you have write-offs that you're not aware of, we have a tax attorney that would help you figure out some of the things that you need to write off. When I became a network marketer, and I was also a W-2 employee about 18 months ago, and when I switched over to become a network marketer full-time, there were some things that I wasn't aware of. You know, generally we know that we can write off things with our home and our electricity and our cell phone. There are a lot of expenses that I wasn't aware of that I could write off as a network marketer. So you definitely want to make sure you take advantage of the consultation on those types of write-offs. And it's kind of tricky, well, not really tricky, but going from a W-2 employee to a 1099 income earner, you're going to, want to be aware of what tax laws are surrounding network marketers. Like I said, the things that you can write off. And many of us are new coming into the industry, and we don't understand the tax implications and the tax liabilities. So those are all good things for you to be able to contact a law firm about. Now, what Legal Sheila has done, let me back up a little bit. What we've done is we've taken a $300 attorney and we've reduced it to from $300 an hour to about $300 a year. So you say that how can we do that? Well, you're basically buying a proprietary network. We have law firms in every state that take care of our members. If you're here in the Maryland, DC, Virginia area, I know that you guys are all over the country, but just to give you an example, those that are in this area, we have about 50,000 employees, or 50,000, members that buy into the membership. So about a third of your membership, let's say $10 or so, goes into a pool, and now you have buying power. Since we have about 50,000 members that buy into the membership, your $10, that makes it about $500,000 that the law firm is receiving at the beginning of the month. So they're very motivated to handle these types of issues for you. As you can see here, if you're hiring an assistant, if you're incorporating, if you have disputes, contract reviews. For a network marketer, it's not just your, normal contracts with your cell phone, just, what everyday people would be dealing with. We have issues with trade shows. I know I do a lot of events where contracts may be involved. You may be going into a hotel to do an event, maybe your weekly event, your monthly event, even a Super Saturday or regional event. There are contracts involved. You want to know what you're getting into, and you want to be able to have an attorney at your disposal to be able to review those contracts for you. We have Donald Trump. I want to say Donald Trump. His name just comes to mind because of the race right now. But you have the rich people like, Michael Jordan, Oprah Winfrey, those types of people. They don't ever sign anything without having an attorney look over it. So why shouldn't we? I don't know if any of you are millionaires on the call. I can certainly consider myself a thousandaire or even a hundredaire at some point. But I know that I don't have money to just throw away. If they were to sign a contract and they were to, let's say, just blow $1 million because they didn't read the fine print, their life is not going to change. I can't afford to sign a contract where I'm, signing my life away. That's going to cost me something down the road. So I want to make sure that an attorney is reviewing that to make sure that my best interest is looked after. Also, as starting your network marketing business, a lot of us started full time, and you have the W-2s and the 1099. So you want to make sure that an attorney can help you figure out and navigate how to take care of those kinds of things. Assistance with structuring your business to protect your assets, as I said, with LLCs and incorporating or sole proprietor. You want to know the difference. Your contract review, we already went over that. Also, tax trial representation, if you happen to have to go to court, if you're sued civilly, which means that if you're named as a respondent or defendant in a lawsuit, you now have 60 hours of tax attorney's time to go to court for you. If you're sued by a client, if you're sued by an employer, everybody is too happy right now. It only takes $40 to file a lawsuit. But a lot of times it takes much more than that for us to defend ourselves in court against a frivolous lawsuit. So you want to make sure that you have have your rights protected and know what your rights are. You have 60 hours of trial defense coverage built into the membership, and it actually is concurrent, which means that if you have 5 years, that you're able to accumulate 60 hours over each year. So you can accumulate up to 300 hours to have for the tax attorney's time. As far as the advertising laws, you want to definitely know your rights as far as advertising with network marketing business. If you have state and local regulations that are governing our network marketing business, you definitely want to have an attorney on your side for those types of things. And of course, we mentioned the debt collection. Another thing that I wanted to mention that is not here on the slide itself, on this particular one, I don't know how many of you have identity theft concerns. It's a huge concern right now, and you guys, are putting, you're working more online, you're putting more of your information out there, you're also controlling other people's information, which means that you could possibly even have a data breach of your own because you're handling people's credit card information. You're handling, I don't know if you guys do social security numbers for any reason, but if you're handling other people's information, then you yourself could suffer a data breach and could be, confronted with those types of issues. But on a personal level, as far as identity theft, it's huge. Most people think it's only, it's just my credit. If anybody took my credit, it's so bad that they would just give it back. And that's the way most people think. Well, financial is only about 17% of identity theft. You have your medical information, that's extremely important. You have your driver's license information, your social security number, which is tied to your government benefits and also your tax return. So identity theft is a huge industry right now, and something that's happening to everyone. I'm actually in the middle of an identity theft case right now that happened to me right before Christmas, and I'm still dealing with it because it kind of became a legal issue, and I had to get legal Sheild, the attorney, involved because of the bank that I'm dealing with. They weren't really trying to give me back my money while they're doing the investigation, so I had to have them to step in to help with that situation as well. So any letters, phone calls that you need to be made on your behalf, or you thought maybe that you've been treated unfairly or something dealing with your business to where you needed an attorney to step in to make a better decision to have a better decision or outcome in that situation, it's available to you. We also have an app where you can put an app on your phone. I don't know if I have it here right now, but you're able to download an app for your phone where you're able to have 24-hour, 7-day a week, 365-day a year access to your attorney just by simply pressing a red button. And there are situations that are covered under the emergency application as well. Let me just move to the next slide here. Those are things that cover your business. And this membership also covers your family as well. I know it's something that we don't like to talk about, but I don't know how many of you have an actual will. It's last will and testament. But it's important that you do have that. With the membership, you're able to get your will drafted. Not only are you able to get that will drafted for free, but you're also able to get it updated for free as well, along with your healthcare power of attorney and your living will as well. One of the other important things to note as far as your business goes is that you are able to will your business to your descendants or to the people that you leave behind. I don't know if your business allows you to will your residuals, but if you are able to do that with your business, then this can also be drafted in your will as well and updated to pass along your business and your residuals to your children or whoever you designate for that. Also, with moving traffic violations, you are actually covered in the entire country and 4 provinces in Canada if you get a traffic violation. I don't know how many speeders we have on the line, or those that, drive like teenagers or have teenagers even in your home. But the benefit does cover you, your spouse, and any children that you have up to the age of 26 that have never been married and live in the home. Now, the traffic piece basically just covers you anywhere in the country. If you get a traffic violation, say you're out on vacation, or if you're out in an event in a different city or in your city, and you happen to get a speeding ticket. Well, now you have an attorney that will go to court for you every single time, where you don't have to take time away from your business, take time away from your day job, take time away from your family to go and fight those traffic tickets. Wherever it occurred, if it occurred in California, if you're out at an event, at a convention, if you're out there on vacation, whatever the case may be. If you get a traffic violation, all you simply need to do is come back home to wherever your home state is, call your attorney and call your law firm, and they will send an attorney to that state to court for you so that you can go on about your daily business. That's not only for you, but that's for every driver, licensed driver that you have in your home. Excuse me a minute. Also, as you saw with your business, you can also get assistance and representation for your contract reviews as well. oh, let's see here. This is blocking it. Assistance and representation if you are sued. So the benefit doesn't only happen for you if it's for your business. This also happens in your personal life as well. If you are named as a respondent or defendant in a lawsuit, not only will this membership cover your business, but it will also cover your family. Also, contract reviews for your personal issues as well. Letters and phone calls made on your behalf or your personal as well. Document review, uncontested separation, divorce, or adoption. I do have to note two things. On the traffic piece, which I didn't mention before, there's a 15-day grace period on that. So for those of you who are speeders, just kind of slow down for the next 15 days, and then the benefit will kick in on the 16th day. As far as the uncontested separation, divorce, or adoption, that benefit kicks in after 90 days. I won't ask on here if anybody's planning on getting a divorce, but what I will tell you is if something like that is going on in your life, then just try to get along with your spouse for another 90 days. On the 91st day, if it's uncontested, Legal Shield will take care of the divorce for you at no charges above what your membership fee is. Trial defense, again, if you're sued and named in a civil lawsuit, as with your business, then you are covered as well. So basically, this membership is designed to not only cover your business life, but also your family life, which are your two most valuable assets, right? So that's what we like to do. And I just wanted to give you the price for both really quick. The price for the membership, which covers your business and your family, is just $29.90 a month. There is a one-time $10 enrollment fee that's just, charged initially. So your first payment would be $39.90, and then $29.90 after that. Now, I hope that you see value in the membership, not only to keep your business safe, but also your family as well. A lot of times what I like to think of is, this is just like any other type of insurance, I guess, in your life, except for with your car insurance, you hope that you never have to use it because that means that you have to get in an accident to use it. With your homeowner's insurance, you don't want to have to use that because that means that either something caught on fire, something flooded, or something happened for you to have to use it, okay? This is the one insurance that takes care of all those insurances and makes sure that they do what they're supposed to do. Not only that for your family, but it takes care of you for your business as well. As network marketers, we are business owners, and we need to treat our business like a business. I know that IRS, they target, and I use the word target because they tend to target small businesses and network marketers because of, it's just, we have so many things that we're able to write off, and there's lots of, tax, there's lots of things that we can do to write off for our businesses. So lots of times we're targeted for that. So I just want you to be aware that the business part does cover your Schedule C and your Schedule E tax filing. So if you're ever called for an audit, you do have the tax attorney time, 50 hours of time built into the membership to take care of those issues for you. Anything that I didn't mention that's covered in the membership is covered at a 25% off discount, which means that you would never have to pay for an attorney again. You have a law firm that you already have a relationship with that knows you as a Legal Shield member, and bankruptcy, things that just don't happen every day. Bankruptcy, if there's some criminal charges or for something that has occurred, then you do have a right to representation, but it won't be covered under the membership. So there is a 25% discount under the preferred member discount. The other thing I wanted to mention really quickly as part of our member perks, as a member of Legal Shield, you also get member perks, which means that we have several hundred retailers that we have a relationship with, just that give you discounts for things that you do every day. I take my daughters to the movies twice a month. I save about $5 on each of our tickets, so that's $10 a month that I'm saving each time we go. So twice a month, that's $20 a week. $20 a week just savings on the movie ticket, which helps towards my membership, and my membership is almost practically free. So we do have lots of things that you can take advantage of. We have cell phone discounts if you have Sprint, AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, some of those cell phones, you can get up to 18% on your cell phone as well. So I just wanted to take the time to share the information with you. I thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your meeting, and I would be more than happy to answer any questions. And I can also put my information in the chat area for everyone to have. But I'll open it up for questions if you all have any questions at all. And I thank you for your time today.
Sheila, Sheb had asked if this is a prepaid legal, if this is a type of prepaid legal thing.
It absolutely is. It is a sort of prepaid legal. We actually were prepaid legal, and we were rebranded, bought out by Mid-Ocean Partners in 2011. It's the same company that took LA Fitness and Jenny Craig and some of the other companies and rebranded them. So we were taken off the stock exchange in 2011, and we have a new CEO. The company's been rebranded and as Legal Sheild. So it's the same concept. The company has just been made better. So yes, to answer your question.
All right. Does anybody else have any other questions? Okay, so thank you so much, Sheila. If we have any other questions, I'll be sure to send them your way. But I appreciate you coming and sharing this information. I know I do have this. It's not, this wasn't a sales pitch or something that we are trying to get you to sign up for or anything like that. Just a way that once you reach a certain level in your business, you definitely want to make sure you have that protection. I do have this, like I said, it's helped me. I've had a couple of people bounce checks and decide not to pay for it. So it's just a less hassle to have somebody else handle it and get my money back at the same time. So thanks again, Sheila. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, ladies. Have a great evening.
All right. Make sure you take off your share screen.
Okay, I will.
Thanks. All right, ladies, our next guest speaker is Miss Shebbie Eversley, and Shebbie has been a part of the company, I believe, for the last 2 years. Is that right, Sheb? You can unmute yourself. 2 years.
About 2.5.
2.5 years, and as you can see, her diva stock in the back. That looks better than my office. Gosh, I need to cut my office out. You need to come to my house and redecorate. Oh, I like that. But Sheb has, she's a part of Leanne's Dynasty team, and she came in kicking butt and taking names and hit director status when she first came in about a year. Is that right? In about a year's time. And now in about 3 months, she went from senior consultant, because some ladies left the team. It happened. We all went through that in the beginning of the year. But now Miss Thing is advanced director and is still adding more people. She won Cancun, and she just decided that this is her year to just, kick ass. So she is going to talk to us today about how she gets a lot of her parties and team members, which is by talking to strangers, which a lot of us have issues with. We want to be able to share our business, but a lot of us are a little too shy or don't know what to say or feel like we're bothering someone. And so Sheb has so she is going to talk to us today on how she has done it. Sheb, if you have a PowerPoint you want to share, or if you want to share that picture too, you can hit share screen. If you want me to do it, I can do it as well. So just let me know when you're ready and I'll show it.
Perfect. Okay, great. So hi ladies, hi everybody. Hope you're having a great night. My name is Shebbie, and I've been in the business 2.5 years. My team is the Pure Goddesses. Shout out to the Pure Goddesses. Yay, hi. you know, one of the things I've really made myself comfortable with is talking to strangers, because I felt like, you know, starting off in a business, I didn't have a whole lot of friends and family support. Like most of us, you don't have a whole lot of friends and family support, so you have to branch out of that circle as fast as you can and start meeting new folks, because they're the ones that have your paycheck in their pocket. So you have to go out there and find that and meet them. So I quickly started to get comfortable doing that. I think it's a mental shift that it takes for you to, you know, let go of that shyness. There's a mental shift that has to happen. You have to want it bad enough. You have to go from a point of, let me try the business, to a point of do or die. This is it. I'm all in. I represent Pure Romance when I step out the door, and I'm about my business. So, you know, it's that shift that has to happen. And of course, once you talk to a few people, you're going to get over that initial shyness. You're going to get over that initial, I'm not really sure what to say, I'm feeling awkward, or you're going to get over that real easy. But you have to, you know, get over a few first in order to do that. So I didn't start off as some sort of pro with this. I did have trial and error, and I, you know, said some weird stuff and made people like, no, and, you know, like, no, thank you. And, you know, that kind of stuff to me at first, but that didn't stop me. So I want you to be prepared for that. You will hear my accent go in and out. I was born and raised in Trinidad, so bear with the accent. It is there a little bit. All right, so before you go out to talk to anyone, I want you to know that there's nothing special or different between you or me or Nakia or Dana, or there's nothing really extra special about one person versus the other that, you know, will hold you back or make them extra wonderful at talking to people. So it's all about you believing in yourself, because once you believe in yourself, people will believe in you too, but they have to see you believing in yourself first of all. So it's very important that you love yourself. Brian Tracy said the people who love themselves the most are the most successful. So love yourself a little bit. You need to love yourself, love what you're doing, you know, believe in what you have to share, because you have something to share that's very important, whether it's the products to change somebody's life, their relationship, you know, make them feel happy, you know, add to their overall health. You have to believe in the products you're selling. We have great products. They basically sell themselves. You have to believe in the opportunity that you have to offer, because you can literally change somebody's life. I don't know about you, but I've seen so many stories in the 2.5 years that I've been with Pure Romance, with people who, you know, their life has literally changed. They were fired or let go, or they needed extra money. They were drowning in debt. They were living paycheck to paycheck, or a few days before paycheck to paycheck. So, you know, this has really changed a lot of people's life, people who are doing 3 jobs and all of that. So believe in what you have to offer. You could actually change somebody's life. Don't be selfish. Share the opportunity with everybody you meet. And people respect when you are, you know, all in about your business. When people can see and listen to you and talk to you, and they can feel that you're serious about your business, they respect that and they respond to that. They don't respond to people who are, pardon my French, half-assing it. Like, they don't respond to that. They respond to people who are all in. Whether you're fumbling or not, once they know that you're 100%, they respect it. So I want you to love that opportunity that you have to share and be confident. So first thing is get your energy up, because nobody's going to talk to Frumpy Dumpy or Negative Nelly. So get your energy up and wear a smile. You know, I tell people all the time, look nice. I've done this training before. Dana has asked me to do this with the leaders every week. I think somebody was doing a different call. So I've done this with Dana's leadership, but you know, I'm going to tweak it just a little bit, because there's some stuff, you know, over time I realized, oh, wait a minute, we should do this a little bit different. So hang tight if you've heard this before, okay? So love yourself, love your opportunity, and get out there. Look nice, wear a smile, Be pleasant. Don't fight with your partner and then go out there and try to talk to people, because you're going to be mean. So if it takes listening to some music in your car, you know, get yourself a nice, you know, liquid courage. I don't care what it is, what, you know, if it's your favorite song, perfume, whatever it is, go buzz off a little bit, feel good, whatever it is it takes to make you feel good and get you chipper. Do that before you start going out the door to talk to people. And that could be anywhere. I don't want you to think like you have to plan this out as something special. You can talk to anybody anywhere, just on your day-to-day life. So I use this personally. I go to my daughter's school. I talk to people there. If they have an event at the school, I go prepared with goodie bags and my business cards. Every time. There's business cards that stay in my car. If you go to the grocery store, you know, you can talk to people at the grocery store, whether you go to the library or wherever you go, whatever you normally have to do, the dentist's office. I've talked to the girls at the front desk at the dentist. The dentist who's working on my mouth, but I'm trying to talk to the dentist. You know what I mean? Like, you talk to everybody you come into contact with, because you never know. You could be one lead away from your business exploding to something really amazing, or you could be one party away from being able to afford something that you were really looking forward to, whether it's paying off a bill or, you know what I mean? So you never know. You never know who's out there. And if you don't talk to them, I will. Believe that. So don't miss your opportunity, because I'll snatch it up if you don't, or somebody else out there will. You know, I train my girls this stuff. Cynthia's going to snatch them if you don't. Hello. So definitely talk to everybody you meet. Starting with your neighborhood. Make sure your neighbors know that you do PR romance. Come on. So if they book a party, it's going to be with you. And I don't show up with my truck with all my stuff to do the party at your neighbors. Okay. All right. So always have business cards. Always have goodie bags. Have a calendar. Hey now, Cynthia. Yeah, so have a calendar. Know your open dates, because you're going to get some no's, but expect that at some point you're going to get a yes. I want you to expect a yes. You know, it's kind of like speaking positivity into the universe. Expect that you're going to get a yes at some point. It will happen. You know, it's like go for no. Just keep going at it. You will get a yes, but you have to be prepared for that yes. So always be ready, know your calendar, know what's happening. Whether it's just a few dates that you have in your phone, make sure you have that ready. It's always good to have something like a little red stamp. And Nakia, you can show them the red stamp, the picture that I sent you. I text this to people sometimes where I tell them, you know, hey, with a picture of myself. That way, if I talk to you today, wow, it's some wicked lightning. You know, so that they can see and remember, oh, that was the girl I talked to with the dread. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, I remember her. So it's good to have something that you can send to them to remember you. Yikes. It's good to wear, there you go. So I created that in Pic Collage with my picture in it. That way I can text that to them. I also use it in my Facebook events so that I can like announce myself and who I am and give myself a little bit of credibility. So, you know, that helps a lot to make sure they remember who I am, because people forget who you are. I mean, I forget who they are when I meet them, you know, a day or two later, I forgot what they look like. So that's where I try to friend them on Facebook so I can immediately make that connection as well. But we're going to talk about that. All right. So make sure you see that. All right, great. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. So, where did I stop? Okay. You can wear pure romance gear. It's always good to wear some gear, whether it's casually. You don't have to be dressed up like you're going to church every day or you're going to meet the president. Just be casual sometimes. You can wear diamond deep shirts, pure romance related. You can wear some buttons. And I wore these purposely so you guys can see them. So the one below this one here is from the booster. They're like $1 a piece. It says, I do those parties. There's also, I do those parties in the nice metal one. I got that from my girlfriend's house.com. And there's other ones. There's the ones that say I'm your romance specialist or book your girls night with me. So there's a ton of different ones that you can get. But if you're not wearing PR gear, button up. I'm big about buttons. They spark that conversation. There's also the website that, what is it? I Heart Female Orgasm. That gets a lot of conversation going. If you're brave enough to wear it, you know, it sparks a lot of conversation. One time I was wearing it. I wear my buttons all the time, even when I go to pick up my daughter from school, and I realized I was wearing that one. I was like, ooh, the kids can read at this school. Let me take that one off. All right. Okay. Where did I go? Okay. So also know your iStory and your 30-second commercial, because someone's going to ask you, there's a lot of people out there who don't know what pure romance is. So someone's going to ask you, what is that? What is it you do? What is that about? And you need to be ready for like 30 seconds to capture their, that attention and be able to tell them what it is. So, we do in-home parties, whatever you want to say. I put the fun and functional relationships. I keep married people happy, and I keep singles safe, or whatever it is you want to say. I do those parties where I come to you, we have fun, we try out some products, mouth to while, then you get to shop in private at home, or whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever it is you want to say, but please don't say you're a dildo lady. Don't ever say that, because one, we do so much more than just that, and you're gonna run off some people with that. And I've learned that. Oh, you're the toy lady, but then they won't book with you. They won't. So it's better to lead with saying something like, I do fun girls' night parties or ladies' night parties. When was the last time you had a girls' night? I always lead with that question. When was the last time you had a girls' night? And they start like, I'm like, that means it was way too long. We need to get together and have some fun, girl. You know what I mean? Or whatever it is you want to say, whatever you feel comfortable with. So don't say that you're the dildo lady. With your PR iStory, it's pretty simple. There's instructions on Cool on how to do that, but it's like a few simple questions you can ask yourself to get your iStory written. Basically, your name and why you started PR, what you did before PR, what are the benefits to your family, what are the perks, and what you plan to do with your extra PR cash, or what you already did with it, or the things you've accomplished so far in the business if you've been in business for a little bit and you've done a few things. So if you answer those questions, you have an iStory. Easy like that, okay? Be a walking, talking billboard. So I already talked about being a walking, talking billboard on your person, but it also helps, I'm going to mention here, to have some decals like on your car window, or magnets on your car. Those things help and go a long way. People call me while in traffic, like, I'm driving behind you and your car says you do pure romance parties, and whatever. About 2 weeks ago, I was parked in front of the Rita's eating ice cream in my car. And a lady looked at my magnets as she was walking by, and she walked right back to the window and knocked. And I was like, mid-spoon, like, oh, hi, she's like, I saw your information in the car. You do those fun girls' night parties. I need your card. I was like, sure. And of course, my cards are always right at hand, to give her one. And I was like, so when was the last time you had a girls' night? She's like, oh my God, it's been so long. I was like, do you Facebook? Let's be Facebook friends. And I pulled my phone right away and I friend her on Facebook. What's your Facebook name? That goes a long way. I'm going to tell you that, because you want to build that relationship with that person right away, especially if they say, let's do this party, let's have this party. As a matter of fact, I booked that party right then. I went to my, you want to have a girls' night? I have such and such date, and this is a date available in this month. You want to do this? She's like, yeah, you know what, that's a good date, let's do that. I set the event right there, because it takes like 2 seconds to do that. But that helps the party stick. It helps make that relationship with that person concrete. All right. Because then they get to see you, you get to see them. Now you're, like you knew each other for a long time. Where was I? So walking, talking billboard. Now, when you're talking to people, I call this the small talk approach. You can go to small talk approach, which is not going straight into, hi, I do pure romance, or hi, I do girls' night and parties, which sounds kind of funny and weird. Like why are you talking to me, right? So if you want to go to small talk approach, it's easier to do this by starting a conversation. Just be the friendly chick in the line, in the grocery store, or you're in the aisle and somebody comes up to you and say, do you know where the Peas is? or where the ketchup, you know, and you can strike up a conversation just from there. Like, oh my God, yeah, girl, the ketchup's over there. It's, you know what, look for this brand. It's the best. I love it, blah, blah, blah. Or whatever it is that makes you relatable to this person. So if you're in your kid's school, then your kid goes here too. Oh my God, your kid plays whatever instrument, or are they in Girl Scouts? Oh my gosh, mine too, and whatever. So you start a conversation on a platform that makes you relatable to the person. And that goes a long way, because then you start up that conversation that way, and then you figure out how to just bring in pure romance into the conversation. So, hey, my kid goes here too, yada, yada, yada. Really? Oh my God, that is amazing. Da, 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 da. You know, and you're going to find an outlet while you're talking to them. You're going to realize what. And if you don't have an outlet, then just go for it. Just, you know what? Oh, I have something for you, girl. And you pull out your goodie bag. Here you go. Here's a little treat for you. Thank you so much. You know, I do girls' night parties with Pure Romance. Ever heard of us? And that's where you're going to get either, yes, I've heard, oh yeah, I've been to such and such party. Then I normally go to something like, well, when are you having a party? Do you know such and such invited you because she was getting all the free stuff? So when are you going to have the party and you get all the free stuff? You know, so it's always good to go with, you know what you're going to say after that. If they say, no, I've never heard of Pure Romance, what's that about? Then you go into your 30-second commercial or your iStory or whatever, something really quick to kind of introduce what it is you do. And then you go back to, when was the last time you had a girls' night? Also, you could go with, do you know anyone who needs to make extra money? I'm expanding my business in this area. Or, something like that. So, those are little questions or little statements you can make to kind of go into business or bridge it to business, whether it's starting off with small talk or not. So all you need is you and your big mouth. That's all you need. You might think you have to have the business cards and you have to have all the goodie bags and all that stuff. Sometimes it's good if you run out. I'm going to tell you why, because then you go straight to the gusto, let me have your phone number, or can I text you a coupon? And you can literally just text something like, hey, you get 20% off if you purchase, or 20% off on your next purchase in the next 30 days with me. And here's my website. Or can I text you the catalog? We have the digital catalog. Whether or not you have Media Center, you have the digital catalog link that you can actually use. Or can I text you my website? Or the card, okay, your PR app. So there's different options you can use to make that contact with that person and skip the business card and skip the goodie bag altogether. So this is where I was going to tell you, I was going to tweak it, all right? And you know how to make the goodie bags, right? I don't have to go into any of that. I picked up this bag. You go to the dollar store, you get these little bags, these little treat bags. There's 40 of them for $1. And a business card and a candy bar or a little mint or something, a little coupon that says be a smarty, book a party in the next 30 days or 6 weeks or whatever. So this is where I'm going to tweak what I've taught before with this. A lot of people think, well, let me just do the goodie bag, or let me give someone the business card and run. That's where you go wrong, because you're going to give out a bunch of cards, you're going to give out a bunch of goodie bags and not get a lot of feedback and response from that. You're not going to get a lot of success by just, drop in and run. You have to make a connection with the person. The goodie bag and the business card is actually a way for you to start the conversation and make a connection to the person. So it's like giving someone a gift is what you're doing. You have to think of it kind of that way. Like, here's a little treat for you. Oh my God, there's a deal in there for you. You're welcome. You know what I mean? Or whatever it is, to make that conversation go on. And so they'll be like, what's in there? Girl, there's a coupon in there. I do girls' night parties with Pure Romance. Really? What's that? The conversation is wide open. And once they ask that question, or once you go into when was the last time you had a girls' night, it's a wrap. The door's wide open. You got to run right in and close the deal. Always close the deal. Don't be shy to close the deal either. You want to have a girls' night? Sure. You pull out your phone. That's not my phone, but you pull out your phone and you make that deal. Or let me get your number. Even if you don't know what your dates are. I've done that. Like, oh my God, you know what? I'm going to have to check a few dates, but I'm going to get back to you. Give me 15 minutes. And I go to my car in the parking lot. I'm in the car in the parking lot outside of Hobby Lobby, texting, okay, great, it was so great to meet you, and I send that little picture thing that I created, and I say, hey, I have this date and this date available for your girls' night. Isn't that awesome? Let's do this. Which one works better for you? And close the deal. So don't be afraid to close the deal. Thank you for that. So make yourself relatable wherever you are. You don't have to be doing some particular, scavenger hunt, which I think some people love that. That's great and all. I just like to feel normal. Like I'm not stalking you. I just like to feel like, okay, so I'm going to the grocery store to really pick up some milk and bread. Like I'm for really going in there, So it's not like I'm some weirdo just like creeped out at the corner like, hey, what's up? Like, I don't want to do that. So, you want to make it for real. So, and it's just easy as that. So you want to, thanks for that. So it's really easy to do that. You go shopping anywhere. Oh my God, that dress is so cute. I could totally wear that to do my parties. What parties you do? Boom. You have the conversation wide open. Like you see somebody who's so adorable. If I had those in pink, I would totally rock out my parties. What parties? What are you talking about? The conversation's wide open. You run in that thing and you close the deal. Okay. So you never know. You never know who you're going to run into. And just by just little small talk makes it work. Now, if you're choking and you don't know how to start that conversation, remember, it's always good to lead with a compliment when in love compliments, or you of yourself. If you wear, Kelly Ellis Neal said this, if you wear something that's really interesting, like an interesting hairpiece or hat or really weird blouse or, not crazy weird, but you know what I mean? Like you wear something that stands out, chances are that person will walk up to you and open that door. Be like, oh my God, I love your hair, or I love your whatever, your hat. That's really unique. Where did you get that? And the conversation is open, and you find a way to bring it back to pure romance and bridge it back to business. Like, hey, I do parties with pure romance. Ever heard of us? Girl, here's a little goodie bag for you. That is some wicked thing out there. Okay. Okay, I don't like all that thunder or lightning going on outside. Let's see, where did I stop? Okay, so small talk wherever you go. Now, if you're afraid and you're choking on the small talk, also, you can use the goodie bag and the business card to make that entrance. So you're just walking by. Oh, hi, I just want to give you this. This is a goodie bag for you. It has a deal in there and a little candy and stuff. You're very welcome. I do parties with pure romance, so here's a little deal from us to you. Really, what's in here? Conversation open. Like my daughter, at her school, they had, I forgot what they call it. They had like a horse there, and they ride the horses, and they were playing games and all kinds of silly stuff. So while we were in line, I had my business cards. I walked out the line, and I gave one to every female in the line, every mom in the line. Here you go. This is for you. I do parties with pure romance. I'll put a little treat in there for you. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. And I can tell you today that I have a girl on my team that was originated from that. So it works. It works. She joined the other day. But that's the seed that started it all. She said it to me the other day. She was like, remember when we were at that function at your kid's school and you came up in the line and just gave me the goodie bag? I remember you from that. And then, I was like, I like what she's doing. I think I want to, and she's on my team today. So you never know. You never know. Let's see. An easy entrance is, can I text you a coupon? That way you have their phone number in your phone. Can I text you my digital catalog, my website? All right. So then the last thing is follow-up. Follow-up is the best part and the most important part, because people forget who you are and they talk to you today, or they forget you in 4 hours. So if you talk to someone, you get their phone number, you want to reach back out really quickly. Like, hey girl, remember we met at Staples? Yeah, this is Sheb, so I'm ready to hook you up with your girls' night, blah, 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 right? Or this is where you do the Facebook to make that connection, because you don't want to lose that. I mean, be honest, if you meet someone today and you see them 2 days later, you're halfway forgotten what they look like, who they are. Why did I talk to you again? I don't know. So you don't want that to happen. You want to be remembered. So get their phone number, follow up within an hour or so. That's my advice. Within an hour or so is the best time to follow up. And sometimes I text them while I'm still talking to them. So they say, yeah, I'm interested in having that party. You know what? Let me get your phone number so I can follow up with you. And I put the phone number in and I start texting them. Hi, this is the crazy lady you met at Walmart today. I can't wait to do your girls' night party. Send. And I'm saying that while I'm typing it and sending it to them. I say, I'm just sending this to you so when I look back later, I remember what we talked about. And I'm being honest because I want to remember who they are and I want them to remember me. I'm being really honest. I have like thousands of messages every day. Oh yeah, and the text message should include a reminder of where you met so that you both can look back and remember. If they say they're interested in having a party, make sure you have your dates. I have this date and this date available. My dates go really quickly. Always seem busy, almost always seem important. They book a date. Yay, great. What do? You create the Facebook event right away. You create the Facebook event. And it's really, really simple to do that. If you don't know how, we can show you. And text them your Facebook address. If you can't Facebook them on the spot, you can text them your address. So you can go to your Facebook, go to your info, and find out what your web address for Facebook is. Mine is www.facebook.com/Shebbie.mills. So I text them that, and they can simply click that on their smartphone. It takes them right to my Facebook page, and they can hit friend. So you can say, let's be Facebook friends. Click this link, and you text that, okay? Create the Facebook event, create a red stamp, send it to them. Hey, invite your friends, blah, blah, blah. If they say they don't want to party right now, you can let them know that, hey, I reward referrals. I can give you $25 to shop at your friend's party. So who do you know? Who's your fun friend that loves to have parties? Oh my God, I have this girl. She loves to have parties. Great. Hook me up with her. You're going to get $25 to shop at her party. Or you could say something like, I'll hook her up with $25 to shop and you the $25 to shop too. Or whatever it is you want to say. So depending on how bad you want the party, you could be like, maybe I'll give you $50 to shop or whatever. How bad you need the party, you set it. Referrals for parties, and of course you talk about the business opportunity as well. Say, you know what, I started this or whatever. I'm a full-time stay-at-home mom. I do this with restaurants as well. Like, oh my God, you're such a really good waitress. You would be really good in the business that I do, and you won't have to work as hard. What do? Here's my card. You Facebook? Let me Facebook you. I do that all the time. Every restaurant I go to. So, and Patty, and I'm following the great Patty Brisbane. She's the one that started doing that. She said she would always talk to all her waitresses, at every restaurant. So I'm following great. That's how it works, right? So I'm going to wrap it up there. I don't know how much time I had in there or how long it took, but I'm going to stop it there. If anybody has any questions, I can answer them.
Thanks, Sheb. Guys, you can take your phone off of mute if you want to ask Shebbie any questions.
Any questions? No questions mean two things. Either I was really great and I covered everything, which I don't want to think that because then I'll have a big head like this. Or it means that, I was really lacking and you really don't want to talk to me no more. Yeah, like I don't want to talk to her no more. But come on, give me a question.
Well, Yvette asked if she could be your Facebook friend.
Sure.
We got a lot of Facebook friend requests.
I know. I don't friend a whole lot of PR consultants because we get limited at a certain point, and I'm going gung ho. I'm like over probably like 2,500 friends right now. You can definitely follow me. Boom. You can follow me for sure. My page is public, so absolutely.
Any other questions? Because if nobody has questions, that means I want to see a bunch of parties on the COO with our team. From talking to strangers. I'm guessing everybody now feels comfortable enough to go out there. Oh, okay, there's a question.
Yes. Yes, I absolutely recommend having your page public. I'm not the only one who does this. I'm just following the great ones, you know, like Kelly Ellis, Neil, and them. They all have their pages public. You're welcome. And a person who doesn't really know you very well is going to Facebook check you out or stalk you. They're going to check you out. And so just like you want to be a walking billboard in what you wear in your car and whatever, you want your Facebook to also say something really good about you. So, you know, of course, keep your Facebook positive. Don't vent on there, vent with a girlfriend, not on Facebook. I've gotten parties from people who are friends with me, and someone was looking for a person, and they said, "Oh, her, I'm gonna link you up with her because she's so positive." Da, 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 da. I post a lot of stuff like that are inspirational on my page. Not a whole lot of pure romance, you know. What was that question? I missed it.
I'll ask. Go ahead and finish talking. I'll ask the question. So what if you have a full-time day job? For example, I work in a legal field and I don't like those clients knowing personal things about me. So how would you handle it as far as having a public page?
Okay, so some people who have issues with that, they create lists on Facebook. I remember Summer Rain talking about that. You can get really sophisticated with it, and you can create lists, or you can say when you're posting something, you can be like, you know, there's a little thing at the end that says show who's going to see this, and you can say everyone except, and you can list a couple people who you don't want to see it. Or you can do the reverse. You can have lists, and you can have your clients in a list, your family in a list. You can be like everyone except family, or, you know, people I work with, or whatever. So you can create lists to do that. And that way you don't really have to be public. You can just like post to those people. But my advice is really to go public. I'll tell you why. Because sometimes depending on what I post, people share it. Like on May 1st, I posted something really kind of a little raunchy. But you don't want to go too raunchy. It said May is masturbation month.
Yep, I posted the same thing.
Did you see it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I posted that.
It came up in my memory. I post it every year. So it came up in
every
my
year, right? It
so
came up from last
I
year.
The article, and then I saw your post after I posted the article.
Yes, I have like a whole bunch of shares from that. No, maybe not like 10 of them, but like maybe like 5 shares. And so you never know how far your post is going to go, especially if your page has to be public for that to work. It has to be public for that kind of stuff to work. And if you don't want to limit yourself to just the people you know or the people you're going to interact with, maybe in your circle, in your locale, you want to go beyond that. Going public is the way, because you know, then you can reach people out of state or anywhere else, people you won't necessarily normally come into contact with. So you got to pick your poison.
Yeah, and Sarah, just to kind of piggyback on that as well, you could do one of two things. My page is public. However, I don't post a whole lot of pure romance stuff, believe it or not, on that page, and I still get tons of parties. I have a group. I have a client group, and my clients actually share my group page, and because they can add people to my group page. And so anything I have funny or sex fact or whatever, they'll share it on their page, and it will say, so-and-so share Pure Romance by Nikia's blah, blah, blah. So I'm still getting my name out there. But you can also, I know one of the top leaders who does big things, she's a teacher full-time, and she actually is has a separate page so that her students don't see what she does. She has a separate page that is public, but she has it kind of hidden from other people. So there are ways for you to get around that as well.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Anybody else? All right. Well, just so you know, and it was not intentional. I know Sheb was talking, and yesterday, if you were at our live meeting, Cynthia talked about it yesterday in her version of how she talks to strangers. So I am in a mommy's group where we all swap toys and clothes and all of this stuff. And I just bought like a whole wardrobe of summer clothes for my 6-year-old for $75. And so I met her today to get it, and I gave her my folder. So if you don't see these are in our COO under business supplies, and this is actually my opportunity folder. I did put the catalog in there and told her if she wants some wine time, but it does come with that. I also gave her a goodie bag, and in my goodie bags, if you didn't get these made, I got a bunch of these made when they became available, and I sprayed them with Flirt because on the back it says get $10 off a bottle of Flirt if you want it. So I have that in there. I also have, how do you make money on there, and the catalog, and we are looking at summer dates because I said, it's nothing like wine time with your girls in the summertime. We can have a happy hour. And so now we're looking at summer dates, and I just met this person. So get out there. It doesn't hurt as long as you are prepared and you just take the leap. What Sheb is saying is so true.
It's funny you say that, Nakia, because I'm part of a couple of yard sale groups, and this lady had posted a whole bunch of zebra stuff. I'm nuts about anything zebra, so she posted a whole bunch of zebra stuff, and I was the first one. Like, listen, I might buy everything. I need your address. I'm coming to see it right now. Like, I'm free right now. I'll come right now. And I prepared a little goodie bag just for her when I went there. Like, I do the same thing. That's crazy. Yeah. And I gave it to her. I told her, look, when I get there, you're gonna realize that the zebra thing is I'm a fanatic. And when I pulled up in front of her house and she saw, all my car stuff is zebra, she's like, oh my God, I see now. I totally get it. And I gave her the goodie bag. I put a little foil pack in there and stuff. And I started talking to her, and I tell her, yeah, well, I do pure romance. When was the last time you had a girls' night? And, she was going for it. And then she's like, you know what? I know a few people who do pure romance. I was like, oh, dang it. But if she wasn't, familiar with pure romance, that was my lady.
I know. So thank you so much. If no one else if you have any other questions, post it in the event group or on our team page. I'll make sure Sheb gets the information and we can answer questions. I'm just gonna talk just a couple of more things that came up because it's lightning here in Maryland. My connection is acting a mess, and this is the longest we've ever had our team webinar. So I want to get you guys off. So I appreciate you all, whoever's still on. I appreciate you guys who have stayed on. So also one of the other things that was talked about on the conference call today with Chris, please do not share this with the world. I'm just sharing it with you guys. Pure Sale, so far they said if everything's still going well, it is going to be available for us at national training. So do know if you have your iPad 2, if you want me to start doing a contest for that again so that I can give one away, I am willing to do that. But national training, they said it looks like it's going to be a hard date to premiere. Also, it was not in the announcements, team meetings. Our next live team meeting is going to be June 12th at my house in Baltimore. I have decided, because a lot of people aren't usually available now on the third Sundays, and I have been working with Leanne, and she does her meetings on the third Sunday, which is when we were doing ours. So I've moved it to the first Sunday so that her and I can start swapping meetings and coming to one another's meetings. But June is actually because the first Sunday I will be in Kentucky for the board trip, And the 19th is Father's Day. We have settled on June 12th. And we are going to be talking about pretty much how the back end of how you can get to the level you want to get to, or to where you want to be with with the company. So if you want to go for President's Club, we know what you need to get to President's Club, but I'm going to show you what you need to do to actually hit the numbers for President's Club or board, or even the incentive trip, that the flyaway trip for the new consultants, where you need to do $36,000 for the year minimum in order to qualify for Rookie of the Year. So I will work with you on that. That's going to be June 12th, my house. Look for the event for that from 3 to 5:30. And then the next day will be our webinar meeting with Chris Sharp, who's going to show us how she does $2,000 parties. And, when I was like, kudos to you, she was like, girl, I just try and absorb every little bit of money they have. I'm only people who are there, like 5 to 6 people. So I'm like, that's even better, because you're getting $2,000 parties from 5 to 6 people. So she's going to talk with us on what she does for that. Let's see. Please post. I know I set high goals for us as a team to hit the numbers. I truly believe we could be $1 million team. We have enough people to do it. But it seems as if maybe some of you think that the amount is still a little too high to hit. So I want you to post this week, what do you want our team to hit? What team sales goal do you want us to hit for the month of May? This month we were at, I believe 45,000 for the month of May. So let me know what you want to do, which is good, but I know that we can be even better. So tell me what you want to do, what our goal is, and give me some ideas of when we hit that goal, what is it that you want to win. And it's something big, so it would be a drawing for it. And because I want to be able to make it happen for you guys. Yeah, we hit $47,947, almost $48,000. So a little lower than last month, we hit $54,000. So I want to get us up into the 60s and 70s, because I know it's possible. And then the last thing, I am going to start a group. Again, this is a participation group. The reason why it always falls off is I seem to be the only one participating in it, and I need more participation. But we're getting more leaders, people who are signing up, more people. So I want to start a future leaders group and start doing meetings with you guys, so I'm not the only one talking during these webinars and meetings, that you guys can start sharing your ideas as well. So that is it. Does anybody have any questions in regards to anything that we talked about tonight? Everybody's shaking their head no. All righty. Well, thank you guys for being on this. If you have any other questions, though, go ahead and post. I'm getting some responses for people who are interested in the kit raffle. I'm going to send you guys a group private message to show how we're going to do this. Like I said, we need to start getting the word out between tonight and first thing tomorrow morning, and make it happen so that we could do the drawing on Friday evening. So thank you guys so much, and I will talk with you all again next month.